back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have a weekly wrap-up for you. I was going to do this last night because I was hoping to have finished one of my books by Thursday, but then it didn't happen, so I didn't finish it till last night. So I decided to wait and hold off on making this video until today. So the first book that I read this week was The Vile Village by Lemony Snicket. This is book 7. I can't believe I'm already on book 7. In the series of unfortunate events. I gave this book 4 stars. I feel like now that we're getting more into it, like some of the themes are still kind of the same, like the repetitiveness I didn't like. But there's some parts that make it different and make each book their own and make it more of a different kind of mystery than just like what's been going on in the first few books. So I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm still kind of like, okay, is this series over yet? So I'm taking chunks of it at a time instead of reading them like all back to back, like when I read the first 4 straight through. I'm trying to do it where now, like maybe I'll read like 1 and then switch, or read 2 and then switch, because to read them all back to back would just drive me nuts. So I did like this book, and I'm obviously going to continue with the series because I own all of them now. The next book and the last book that I read this week really was so amazing, and I was really happy to read it, even though like I literally just got it, so it jumped the TBR pile quite a bit. And that was The Fiery Heart by Richelle Mead. If you saw my like update earlier in this week, you know that I just got this book, and it just came out on Tuesday, I want to say, the 19th. So yeah, I think it was Tuesday. I didn't pick it up on Tuesday. I waited until Wednesday to start it. I wanted to take this book slow. It's a bigger book, and sometimes with stuff like this, like Allegiant, I read all in one day, and I feel like some of the story kind of like blended together that I don't even remember it fully. So I wanted to take my time with this. I was like, okay, I'll read half today, half tomorrow, and be done with it. But things came up and I couldn't do that. So I ended up finishing it last night, which is not a problem. Not a problem at all. But this is book 4 in the Bloodline spin-off series. And I loved this book. There was like a few things that I had problems with. Like this book focused like a lot on like sex for some reason. Like it felt like they were constantly talking about it, and I was kind of like, that's weird. Can we move on from that and talk about something else for a minute? Like it was weird to see that side of them, the characters, this time around. Like it's always been kind of like an idea of things in like Vampire Academy, they talked about it and stuff, but it's just like, I don't know, I was just kind of thrown off about it. But a thing that I really thought I was very surprised that I liked was the fact that this is told in Sydney and Adrian's perspective. It goes every other chapter, and surprisingly I really liked it. Like you could tell like them apart. Like you could tell Sydney's side of the story was Sydney's, and you could tell that Adrian's side of the story was Adrian's, and I really liked that. And I can't believe that we now have to wait 8 months for Silver Shadows, because I want it like now, especially after that ending. And I really enjoyed this one, and I'm so glad that I'm reading this series. So I would totally recommend the series to anybody. Basically, even if you're hesitant about reading about vampires, I would totally go ahead and read Vampire Academy and then read this series. If you are still one of those diehard Vampire Academy series people and don't want to go over to Bloodlines, you're missing out by a lot. Although I must say I still do I think I like Vampire Academy more, but I'm kind of swayed. But I still like this series. The one thing that's driving me nuts is this sticker. Like, I could take it off, but still, it says in theaters, Vampire Academy, February 14, 2014. Fine, I understand you want to promote your movie, but I'm pretty sure if I'm reading the 4th book in a spin-off series, I already know the movie's coming out, and I don't want your sticker. But, yeah. Yeah, that's all I did this week. I plan on reading a little bit more this weekend. I have a goal to finish a trilogy by the end of November, so that means I have to read all 3, so we'll see if that happens. I plan on doing a December TBR middle of next week because there's a lot of Christmassy books that I plan on reading and I want to share them with you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys not next week. Well, technically I make it on Monday, so technically that's next week. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.